Hi, I'm Misa Hopkins, Spiritual Director of the New Dream Foundation, and our organization is creating a travel log of the sacred sites in France related to the sacred feminine, especially those dedicated to Mary Magdalene. It's called In the Footsteps of the Magdalene, A Woman in Exile Brings Hope to Our Future. We are asking you to help us with a tax-deductible donation so that I can bring you on this tour virtually. Did you know that Mary Magdalene was exiled from her homeland to France in order to be safe from Roman persecution? Did you know she spent about 30 years living and meditating in a cave in France? Can you imagine a more perfect place for a spiritually awakening woman to be in contemplation, in a physical place deeply symbolic of the womb from which life emerges? There is much available today that explores Mary Magdalene's controversial life from historical contexts, and there are many books and songs that honor her life as a spiritual woman. However, this may very well be the first widely publicized travelogue of her journey in France. Even more significantly, this real-time travelogue gives you a way to join us at these sacred places to stimulate your dreams and meditations. That's why we are asking you today to make a tax-deductible contribution. We want you to experience this with us. Many of us are discovering more about ourselves as awakening people because we have been called by Mary Magdalene through our dreams, curiosity, and silent reflections. Together, we can explore whether the value and meaning of Mary's life is only measured in terms of her relationship to Jesus, or whether by walking in her footsteps, we might discover she was also a spiritually awakening woman in her own right. What does she want us to know and understand about her, about ourselves, about our hope for our future? Because we want you to see the videos as close to real time as possible, they will be raw and in the moment, a very real experience for you. Here are some of the sites you'll be visiting with me. Sainte-Marie-de-la-Mer, which is where Mary landed in her exile from her homeland. Here, we'll reflect on what it means to free ourselves from our own feelings of exile. Saint-Maximin-la-Sainte-Baume is where Mary Magdalene lived in the cave and where some of her remains are said to be preserved. The mountain that housed her cave was once dedicated to Isis. So here, we will enter into our own spiritual caves as she did, to discover our own awakening in the sacred feminine. We'll explore our own natural healing abilities at some of the sacred water sites, because water is the element deeply associated with the sacred feminine and our healing potential. The spring at the former home of Nostradamus' family in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, as well as the waters of Lourdes and Sainte-Baume, are all said to have healing properties. We'll also be following our own intuitive guidance about where to be, so be prepared for an adventure that is truly in the moment. Thank you for helping to make this happen. Your contribution today will help us get to as many sacred sites related to the Magdalene's exile as possible and explore her message for humankind. We are delighted to take you with us through this real-time video log to follow and to awaken our sacred feminine natures in the footsteps of the Magdalene.